this is the cheapest RS6 Plus in the country, and it's been heavily modified. So let's take a look. This being an RS6, it's obviously got a V8 under the bonnet, but as I said, it's been quite heavily modified. So, owner Angus.
Hello.
Hello. How are we doing, mate? You good?
I'm alright, yourself?
Very good. Very good. That was very awkward. So, what have you bought me today? What have you bought me?
I bought you an early 04 RS6.
And
it was the...
this is Angus's daily.
Yeah, it's my daily driver now. I did have an A1, and I got rid of the A1 and got something much more sensible.
And how did you acquire said car?
Well, someone was selling this for about £9 and I offered him an A1 in exchange.
That is the best swap I've ever heard. An Audi A1 for an
RS6
with quite a lot of modifications.
Yes, it was a fair bit. To be fair, when I first bought it, I thought it was only mapped.
Should we have a look underneath? Not that you can see a lot.
Not that you can see a lot.
Come and have a look at the beating heart of the RS6 that you can't see, because there's not really a lot in there.
Carbon fibre.
Yeah, very nice carbon fibre.
Yeah.
And it's quite a nice, tidy engine bay, if you ask me. It probably looks a mess under the covers, but it's still quite nice. So, 480 horsepower at the factory?
Yeah, from factory. That's
because this is a Plus.
Yeah, allegedly.
What has been done to it now?
It's got hybrid turbos, which I believe from memory are the Garrett GT 2880 something Rs.
Right.
You can't really fit anything bigger to say because they're nestled next to the transmission about there.
Right, so yeah.
But there's not a lot of room.
And the engine stops here in front of the wheels.
The engine stops here, the transmission goes back a bit, and then there's some turbos.
Yeah, there's the turbos around somewhere there.
You really can't fit a lot.
So, I just want to make a point. The centre line for the wheels is there.
The engine stops there.
Yeah, the engine is in front of the front wheels, which is
really like to hang it off the front.
Yes. Audi understeer. Insert clip. So yeah, the hybrid turbos. Any intercooling done or anything like that?
It's got the Wagner intercoolers because the factory ones like to leak, and it's a good OEM upgrade.
Right. So it's all in the factory places and stuff.
Yeah, it's all in the factory places. They're all down there.
Oh, in these grills at the front.
These little grills. Functional little vents. It's had a built gearbox by some guys in Chester, I believe.
Right. Be able to handle the extra power.
To be able to handle the beams.
Right. Okay. So hybrid turbos, it's been mapped, intercooler, and a built gearbox.
And the torque converter.
And the torque converter. Yes, because you were telling me they're very weak point.
From factory, they're made of cheese and they like to die, and the gearboxes also like to die as well. I think they die about 550. Is where factory gearboxes like to snap input shafts and...
Is that 550 at the crank?
I think it's at the crank, yeah.
So, with all the mods, what's it producing now?
Skeptical of it, but there is a piece of paper that says it makes 739.
739?
739 horsepower. I want to put it on a dyno and see how true that piece of paper is.
I think we have to do that.
I will, yeah, once I get a place, I'll quite happily throw it on a dyno and watch it say 2 horsepower.
Yes. So 739 at the crank. So that means this is probably, as it's four-wheel drive, mid to low 600s at the wheels.
Probably something like that.
Which is quite impressive for a big.
Yeah, for a big chunky barge.
Gigantic estate car.
Yeah.
I do quite like it. It's my favourite shape Audi RS6. And for all of you who don't know, I'm not an Audi fan, so that's saying something for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, come on round, Callum, because something I do like. We've had a look under there, but it's not had a lot done. Suspension, you said, has been done.
Yeah, it had Bilstein shocks.
Bilstein shocks, so it's all round.
Bilstein shocks, because the factory Audi, I think it's some hydraulic suspension that they put in from the factory.
Oh, is it that like MagTech?
Yeah, I can't remember what the correct name for it. It likes to break every 2 seconds, and the previous owner was kind enough to get rid of it and put Bilsteins in there.
And they're very expensive.
Probably.
It's all good. So, Angus was telling me before, this has had about 10 grand's worth of mods done on it.
Yeah, of receipts that I have found so far.
And it was swapped for an A1. Is that not the best thing ever? That's like the steal of the century. You've got... It's more powerful than a new RS6. In my opinion, looks better. I mean, some people will argue, but I think because it's nice and clean and it's just had the arches done and little bits here and there, it's just more aesthetically pleasing rather than all the big fins and stuff like that.
It's not angular.
The new Audi RS6s, I feel like are trying to just be a Lamborghini, but only from the windows down. Let's have a look at the back, because if you come down the side, these big bulbous arches, I think they look amazing.
Yeah.
Exhaust?
Yes. The previous owner has done an exhaust to it. I dislike the choice of exhaust tips, or I dislike where they're placed.
Yeah, they are a bit gaudy.
They stick out here, and ideally I want to just shove them back so it just slightly protrudes.
Yeah,
it's a bit too much. Yeah, maybe an inch at most.
And I've noticed, it's something I noticed when you pulled out a thingy earlier, this one is not quite straight.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, there's meant to be a back box there, and it's been deleted.
Yeah. But overall,
it's quite a nice car.
But there's not much to say about it. But it is just a really for what you paid. Well, you didn't even pay anything.
I didn't pay anything. Yes.
Just a straight swap for something half the size and like 4 times less power. This is an incredible steal.
And that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I think you should probably
take it for a
bit of a spin, because it's all very good saying, yeah, this sounds great and it's got big V8 in it and all that sort of stuff and it's got this much power. Well, I don't know what that feels like.
Okay.
Let's go.
It's time to find out.
Yeah. So obviously we're now in the car and Angus is going to take us for a bit of a spin. See what it's like. First impressions, very smooth.
Yeah, it's alright.
It doesn't feel like a 20-plus-year-old car.
I put it down to the suspension. Apparently, when it first came out, these felt very brittle whenever they went over bumps.
Oh, so the Bilsteins have changed that a little bit.
I guess so.
The exhaust is just a back box delete.
Back box and sports cat.
It's very tame. When you're just cruising, it's lovely. It's
when you put your foot down, there's a bit of something there.
Yeah, you know it's something spicy. Which is obviously, you want that, don't you? Oh, something I know about Audis, right? Yeah. Really good cup holders.
This is true.
Really, I mean, you can't see it, but the heated seats front and back. What else special is on the inside?
Lots of carbon fibre.
There is a lot of
really
carbon fibre.
Recaro seats.
Oh yeah, Recaro leather seats.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I don't particularly like Audi seats. Never have done. I always found them very uncomfortable.
This is true as well. I've had a few Audis and...
The lumbar support, I always felt was way too hard. This is lovely. But then I suppose you pay a bit... Yeah, worn in. Yeah, it's probably just knackered, to be honest. So it's probably just because it's more of a quality product. No, it's just knackered.
Yeah.
So, while we're out in the RS6 with Angus and Callum, we are going to do a 0 to 60 test. Now this is going to be a bit of a new feature on the channel. Whoever wants to do it, I'm going to do a 0 to 60 test of each car and put them on a bit of a leaderboard. I think this is going to do quite well.
I mean, I hope so.
Ready when you are, Angus. Oh, that's fast.
That one's better one.
That's much better.
That's 60.
4.9. 4.9. That was brutal. As soon as the torque converter goes,
oh, hello, yes.
Oh, yes. What?
Exactly.
Right. Oh, I need to drop my phone.
16.
4.7. 4.7. Oh, I need to drop my phone.
16.
4.7. 4.7. And it's probably on the cameras up. That is. Oh. 4.7. There you go. Personal reference.
Yep. It just sounds.
It's got kickdown as well.
Yeah, kickdown quite quick.
That's madness. That is absolute madness. This should not be allowed in an estate car. That is just a ridiculous thing to put in an engine, in a bonnet. I didn't even know what to say.
In the car.
In the car.
Yeah. Well, I'm very glad they were dumb enough to do it.
Well, thank you ever so much for letting me drive your car, Angus. It was really good fun.
Glad you thought so.
And you like it as well.
Yeah, that's the important bit.
That is the important bit. So, if you're in a market for a fast family car, get one of these while you can, because I think, like you said, they're at rock bottom now. Before they skyrocket, before they get too rare, grab yourself one, because that is one hell of a bit of kit. Obviously it's been modified, but still, that's an animal. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Angus, for coming on again.
Not a problem.
And you might see another car soon, if it's road legal.
No, I would think that's the same as most of my cars.
Yes, yeah, that seems to be a recurring issue. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.